Greetings. Elder Blacklight. Yes, we're talking about the 12 disciples or the 12 spirits in language that you could comprehend, but these are not to be confused with the 99 attributes of Allah and the 100th attribute is the black man. This graphic comes from this guy right here, Charles Fillmore, who wrote this book, The 12 Powers of Man. But all of these teachings come from ancient Kemetic. And what this guy Charles Fillmore did was stole these teachings, actually stole it, and put his trademark on it, which is Unity Temple Christian teachings, Scientology and all like that. All this comes from the black man. And in America, the black man in America, he didn't know nothing about none of this, Kemet, even though this was once a part of his culture, these kind of teachings, until the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, well, Master Farad came and taught it to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad broke it down in the simplest terms so that we could internalize it, first comprehend it, internalize it, and then begin to practice it. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this was real Islam because Islam is really not a religion. He was referring to it as being a science or a culture, a science and a culture. And the Caucasian was listening in on it, based his modern technology all on the teachings, even his dietary habits on the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And then after he got that technology from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he gave it a name, quantum physics, and metaphysics, and he probably got another new terminology now. And he is flipping the script on us, withholding this from our ancestors. But what we don't know, I mean, withholding our ancestors' teaching in the Vatican and Library of Congress. These books are worth millions and millions of dollars. And in some cases, you got to have special privilege, license, or degree or something to get this out. And he keeping a certain amount of his people ignorant to it, because these people that live close to you, that work around you, these Caucasians that work around you, live close to you, they are sacrifice, you know, casualties of war, see. And we're going to get into the last series we were telling you about understanding and the will and the imagination. With this series coming up, we're going to explain about the understanding and the will and the imagination that's within us. And you see, it's a black body here. See, a lot of brothers don't want you to use that word black. Pay them no never mind. The word you shouldn't use is African American. Another word you shouldn't use is Israelite. The word Israel means against God. When Jacob or Yaqub was wrestling with one of God's angels, he was wrestling with one of God's angels. They changed his name to Israel, you know, which means a component or a opponent of God, or a adversary of God. And so by him wrestling with one of God's angels, who was a representative of God, God changed his name from Jacob to Israel, meaning against God. Over the years, they changed the name, or the meaning of the word Israel, gave it all kinds of, they even got ISIS and Ra in there. But actually Israel is really talking about Yaqub, the making of the Caucasian. But we're not going to get into that right now. We want to get into the point where what's inside the black man, the technology that we have within us, how we can go inside of ourselves and explore what's inside of us, the depth of our very being, how we can connect to the universe, and not only the universe, the multiverse, the dimensions that's within us, the dimensions that's in us, and how to use what's inside of us. to conquer what's on the outside of us, which is actually on the inside of us. But we got to have uh, an illustration manifested on the outside of us. And it's going to be kind of deep. It sounds like I'm contradicting, but when you break it down like this, thought comes before everything. The mental aspect of us is invisible. You can't see it. And the thought that we produce or that travels to us travels at 24 billion miles per second, faster than the speed of light. It comes from a dark black place. And then it manifests itself into a light. And everything is based on vibrations. The thought is based on vibrations. What is thought is, you could say, well, thought is the unspoken word. In the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word manifested into God, right? But we're going to get, if y'all want to really, really win this battle or win this war, we're going to break it down to you where a baby can understand what I'm saying. Black light. Stay tuned. Keep watching.